Would you like to make a podcast? Spotify has a way to let you make one easily, distribute it everywhere, and even earn money, all in one place, for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit right from your phone or computer, so you can start creating today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify, and everywhere else podcasts are heard. And video podcasts are also available on Spotify. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. And best of all, it's totally free. You know, ever since I discovered Spotify for Podcasters, I've enjoyed sharing my favorite stories with children around the world. If you've ever thought of starting your own podcast, download the Spotify for Podcasters app or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started. Welcome to Bedtime Stories. Please make sure you press follow to get notified of new stories and leave a rating. If you enjoyed today's story, forward it to a friend. And now, the story of Bonnie the Bunny and her rock garden. Bonnie hopped through the forest. She was full of energy and looking for rocks for her garden. As she hopped down by the big oak tree, she saw a wise old owl looking down from a branch. "What are you doing, Bonnie?" said the owl. "I'm on an adventure to find rocks for my garden." "You can't plant rocks," laughed the owl. "I know," said Bonnie, as she hopped down the lane, her purple bow flapping in the breeze. Soon, Bonnie came upon a chicken coop. "What are you doing, Bonnie?" sang a chorus of hens. "I'm on an adventure to find rocks for my garden," said Bonnie. "You can't grow rocks," laughed the hens. "I know," said Bonnie, as she hopped down the lane toward the briar patch. Passing the briar patch, Bonnie saw the little red fox near his den. "What are you doing, Bonnie?" said the fox. "I'm on an adventure to find rocks for my garden," said Bonnie. "You can't harvest rocks," laughed the fox. "I know," said Bonnie, as she hopped down the lane toward the pond. As Bonnie approached the pond, she saw the big green frog sitting on a log. "What are you doing, Bonnie?" said the frog. "I'm on an adventure to find rocks for my garden," said Bonnie. "You can't eat rocks," laughed the frog. "But you will find some over there, down by the big river, close to the water's edge." "Thank you," said Bonnie, and she hopped down the lane, heading to the big river. On the way to the river, there were large boulders to climb, thorn bushes to pass, and dogs to dodge. Bonnie became afraid, wondering if she should give up and turn back. But before she knew it, she finally reached the river bank. There she found many rocks: round rocks, smooth rocks, glittery rocks, blue rocks, and even one shaped like a heart. She picked up the most colorful rocks, filling up her backpack, and then started on her journey home. When Bonnie arrived home, she went straight to the garden in excitement. She opened her backpack and started to place her rocks onto the dark, soft soil. Slowly, she could see the rocks beginning to outline her flower beds and vegetable patches. A colorful rainbow of stones sectioned off the roses and lavender, and the carrots and tomatoes, ending where the cucumbers grew. As the sun started to set, Bonnie pulled the last stone from her bag and set it on the ground. It was the heart rock, and it glowed as the sun's rays shone on its surface. Stepping back and looking at her garden, Bonnie felt happy and smiled. Her garden was now more beautiful than she ever imagined it could be. Thank you for listening to Bedtime Stories. Please make sure you press follow to get notified of new stories and leave a rating. If you enjoyed today's story, forward it to a friend. If you have a suggestion for a new story, send us an email, magicmonorail@gmail.com. Until next time, good night.